Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pederscope. What day is it today? It is Thoroughly Thankful Thursday. That's right, Thoroughly Thankful Thursday today. Thank you for joining me. We're talking about keys to being the difference. I am your host, Steve Pederson, for the Pederscope. This is episode number 74, entitled Training. Thanks for joining me. Before we get started, you might be wondering, hey, what's up? What gives? Where's the music? Where's the intro music? Where's your guitar? Where's all this fun stuff? Well, there's two reasons why I don't have those things today. One is one of the topics that I had previously on the Pederscope was called pattern interrupt. So we're creating a pattern interrupt here. Already you're like, hey, there's something different. I'm more likely to pay attention now that there's a pattern interrupt. Pattern interrupts are used all the time in marketing and advertising. They're a great way to just grab people's attention. Now, the real reason that I am doing this way today is because I want to remind you guys what this is all about. My message is that you are the difference. And of course, I've got to practice what I preach, right? So I have to believe I am the difference, and I do believe I am the difference. And what that means and how that pertains to this moment right now is that what I'm saying is that I don't need intro music. I don't need my guitar. I don't need all these things. As a matter of fact, I don't even need this really cool hat right now. I don't need these things to be the difference. And you don't need probably some of the things that you got going on in your life to really be the difference. So it's just kind of a little thing to make you think there a little bit. You are the difference, just you and you alone. All right, so let's get to today's topic, which is, of course, training. Yesterday, we discussed this topic called discovering your joy. And did you do that? You probably already knew what your joy was. Maybe you discovered something new. I don't know, but once you discover what your joy is, you're going to find naturally that you want to share it with other people. Am I right? Everything that you need to be the difference is already in you. It's who you are. That joy is all bundled up in you. But sometimes it might take a little bit of work to fashion that into a useful and deliverable and helpful skill. Now, one of the things that I like to compare this to is a tree. A tree is made out of wood. There's other components, I'm sure, but within that tree, that wood is useful for so many things. And there's something I wanted to show you today. There's this thing. This is a watch, and it comes apart like that. It's got a little holes to put the little thing here, so you can buckle it up. This watch is made out of wood. Oh, well, except for the clock part. This is something that my dad made. My dad was a woodworker, and I just think this is one of the most amazing things that he made. It's got this little thing to wind up or change the time. It doesn't really work. But this wood used to be, obviously, part of a tree. It was just raw material. My dad took that raw material and combined it with his joy, which was woodworking, and created this beautiful piece of artwork that we can now use as useful. It's a great conversation piece. So that's the next step for us. When we discover what our joy is, the next step is to go into training and to figure out, okay, how do we take this joy that we have and make it very deliverable. I'm sure by now you've probably heard of Malcolm Gladwell and his book Outliers, The Story of Success. And in it, he talks about how it takes, 10 years or 10,000 hours to really achieve mastery of something. And in that book, he has this quote that says, achievement is talent plus preparation. Achievement is talent plus preparation. Training is what we need to bring that joy, that love, that passion that you already have into a highly way that we can use to serve others. And ongoing training keeps you fresh, keeps you up to date. And training not only hones your skills and your talents, but I'm sure anybody who's been in any kind of discipline knows and understands that training also builds character. Yes, builds your character. So how is this a key? Without training, our gifts, our talents, and our joys just lie within the service. They kind of lie buried within us, kind of like a tree. A tree is nice to look at, but think of all of the furniture and things that we can create with the wood that is inside that tree. With training, we're able to bring our light more fully developed into reality in a way that is useful, helpful to others, and can serve them. So here's an action today. An action is to pick one thing that brings you joy and discover what is the next step. You don't need a huge plan. Just what is the next step that would help me to hone that joy, that talent, and that skill or whatever, and bring it to just the next level, okay? Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'd like to ask you a favor before we close out. I am very passionate about this message that you are the difference. And I'm asking anybody who has any kind of connection to help me bring this message either to schools, to businesses, to church groups, anywhere that people want to benefit from this message. If you know somebody, let's connect. I would love to be able to serve, even if it means coming to another state. Let's connect on that. Lastly, as I have mentioned, the thoughts here on the Pederscope are being compiled. I'm compiling them into a book, and I want to give you that book for free. So if you go to my website, there's a couple of ways to get there, either via bit.ly, bit.ly/Pederscope, or just simply stevepederson.com/Pederscope. Sign up there for the email list, and you will get a free copy of my book, Keys to Being the Difference. If you're already on my emailing list, you don't need to sign up. You're going to get a free copy too. Guys, thank you for joining me here on the Pederscope on Thoroughly Thankful Thursday for episode number 74, Training. Have a great day.